move, the Election Commission has made public the data on electoral bonds. Not just this, in fact, the data was released a day before the deadline set by the Supreme Court. Now, the Election Commission said that the data was published as it was received from the SBI. The information was given in two parts: details of donors who purchased the now scrapped electoral bonds and political parties which redeemed them. While Mirror Now could not independently verify the numbers, according to reports, the biggest donor is Future Gaming and Hotel Services (PR), who have made a donation of over 1,300 crores. And other prominent groups include Vedanta Limited and Haldia Energy Limited. However, it's important to note that these donations cannot be matched with the political parties that have received them, as the bond numbers which act as the matching code have not been released. Amid all this, the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court will once again hear the bond case today after the poll body sought certain clarifications regarding the Supreme Court order. Harish, my colleague, joins me for more. Harish, very good morning to you. Of course, the numbers over there essentially that we are also looking at. But on the other hand, with the fact that the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court will once again hear the case today, if you could help us draw perspective on that front too.
Yes, that's right. As you rightly said, since the Supreme Court had not insisted on matching the details of the donors and the recipients, it's very difficult that to ascertain for the public to know as to who gave whom how much. So that is the criticism coming for, but in a way, Supreme Court had not insisted that. And coming to your question today, the Supreme Court, in fact, the Election Commission of India had moved the Supreme Court seeking modification or clarification of its March 11 order. The case will be heard today. ECI also sought the release of documents submitted by the Election Commission of India before the top court in sealed covers. Remember, in the March 11 judgment, the Supreme Court had said during the pendency of the proceedings before this court, Election Commission had, in compliance with the interim order passed by this court, filed several statements and data which had been maintained in the custody of the court. Copies of the statements which were filed by the Election Commission of India before this court may be maintained in their office also. Therefore, ECI shall forthwith publish the details of information. But ECI says in this today's application that they have not maintained any copy, nothing. They have not maintained copies of any document, and therefore these documents will have to be taken back from the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court released these documents so that all these documents pertaining to purchase of electoral data, electoral bonds from 2018 to 2023 can be uploaded in the Election Commission of India website. So this is the clarification. This is the order the Election Commission of India is seeking from the Supreme Court today.
Right, Harish, as you draw perspective for us on this particular case, stay with me.